Max Ralph, I think this was the last availability before game week sets in at Penn State. It's Tuesday, I believe. And next Monday it's going to officially be Nevada game week.
Mm-hmm.
A couple things to get to. We're going to talk about James Franklin and the players, but there was also a Pat Kraft news conference.
There was
talking about the stadium renovation. The west side of the stadium is going to have some temporary seating. Big news coming out. The official capacity is down about 300 people. It's like 106.3 instead of 106 or 105.6.
Yeah.
No, but Pat sounded like it was on schedule. He was very encouraged by all the work that's been done. I don't think anyone has to worry if they're going to come up here to watch Nevada and Penn State. But let's get to James Franklin. I thought it was a little interesting. So I think they know who the number 2 quarterback is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't had a chance to talk to the players yet, but we had talked, I think, on a podcast about Jackson Smolek's growth in the offseason. Grunkmeyer, Smolek, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, just based off of what we've seen the past 2 weeks, I think it's Ethan Grunkemeyer.
Mm-hmm.
Today we got a little bit of an extended look at the offense doing some 3-on-3s against the defense. Yep. Grunk was the second guy to go. Had a few more reps. I actually wrote them all down. It'll be in my practice notes on PennLive, the exact number. But he probably got about 5 more reps than Smolek did. Look, I think both guys have done good things. Yeah. You and I went in depth about it. But it sounds like Grunkmeyer's just kind of been the more consistent guy. And right now, over the past 2 weeks, he's been number 2 both times.
All right, so we're going to look for that and your practice notes. Just 2 other things that caught my eye. First, just one from James is, and I had heard from some offensive linemen earlier in spring that TJ Shanahan was going to help this team.
Mm-hmm.
James was asked about Donko at right guard and whether it was going to be him or Cooper, and he brought up Shanahan's name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he just did that for himself. I do, and then I talked to Venga about him, Ioane, and he said you're going to see him on the field this year. He's a nasty brawler. So Penn State's offensive line is, I think, deeper than I think even most fans realize. They probably have legitimately a minimum of 10 guys who could play. Mm-hmm. And then maybe start at just about every team in the Big Ten.
Yeah, and right guard is really the only spot, because of Sal Wormley moving on last year, is the only spot where they have room for some movement. Looks like through practice so far, it's going to be Anthony Donko.
Mm-hmm.
But don't forget about Cooper Cousins, who did great things last year. Don't forget about TJ Shanahan, who came in. And I think a big thing for him was getting into this off the field development of this program as far as diet, weight room. I think he did a really good job, took to it. And then we got a guy like Javen Williams too, who we have not talked about a whole lot recently, but was the buzz of spring camp. So you're right, Bob. It could be 10 guys.
Well, I think though, so if Donko is the guy at guard, I think we know who the swing tackle is. Right?
It's Javen Williams, but I think Donko is also still in the conversation at right tackle, but right behind Nolan Rucci. It's probably really 1A, 1B, and they just feel that Donko could be, the 5th best or the 4th best, however you want to put it, lineman, and they want to make sure that he's on the field.
Yeah. Just one more note from me. Venga is down to 325 now. We just talked to him. He looks really, really good. He looks like stamina-wise and all that stuff. His body fat's way down. Like, he is sitting on a healthy Venga is sitting on one of the better years by a Penn State offensive guard in a very, very long time.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a beast. That's really all there is to say about him. He's really good. All the stuff he did last year with the motioning and all the versatility that he brings. He's also the backup center if anything goes wrong. So really good football player. I think fans know that well by now.
Anything else for you other than the practice notes?
Yeah, practice notes are coming. One thing that James said that I wanted to hit on, a lot of conversation about defensive tackle, which has been a fairly buzzy topic for us on the podcasts over the summer. He gave a lot of love to one Owen Wafel today, the Michigan transfer. Didn't play at all last season with the Wolverines, but has clearly come in and really kind of sparked in camp and said he's in position to be right in that depth group. And he also said, name we did expect, Xavier Gilliam is legitimately fighting for a starting spot, which that's big news when you've got Zane Durant and Alonzo Ford, who is more or less a returning starter at that position.
I think very good nose depth at defensive tackle and defensive end. I think in the last couple of weeks, whether it was Jim Knowles or the true freshman defensive end Coleman, and also Jalen Harvey's getting some love now late in late in preseason. I think they feel pretty good after the first 3 games when everyone's going to be able to play that they have 4 or 5 guys they can play inside and outside. And to me, I think that was the big concern coming into camp. And I think James and his staff must feel really good about this team because I thought those were the 2 biggest question marks.
Yeah.
And it looks like by the time they get to Oregon at the very last Saturday in September, they're going to have a pretty. He said it was the most complete roster he had in terms of personnel and coaching. But now with these guys,
Yeah.
this team's loaded.
Yeah, when you see some of those freshmen popping in, a couple of the second-year guys, it's a really big deal. Yeah, I think we got a lot coming out of this, Bob. It was a fairly newsy day between Pat Kraft and James. But like you said, next time we see everybody, it's gonna be game week.
Also, check out Joe Hermit's photo gallery of the new look.
That's right.
Renovated Beaver Stadium. He's been working tirelessly at it. There's one up on PennLive right now. He was out there early before the Kraft presser taking new pictures. He was actually barging past security. Almost got arrested 3 or 4 times, but he did it for you, the PennLive Penn
Hey, those
State
temp
fans.
seats are safe.
Way to go, Joe.
Safe, says Pat Kraft.